Hello everyone, Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Era Hardcore and our Dwarf Hunters leveling campaign. Thank you all very much for joining me in Azeroth today. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. We are in Red Ridge, mainly to talk to Wily, so that we can do the Defias quest chain that takes us into Deadmines. But before we really get going today, I want to do a little bit of fishing. We should be able to fish here now. Our fishing skill, 81 plus 3 out of 150. So let's see. We can cast, that's a good start. Can we actually catch fish? Your fish got away. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the fishing vendor and we're going to buy some night crawlers.
What can I do for you? See you later.
We're still not catching any fish. Oh, wow. We must be right on the cusp of even being able to cast here if we're just not going to catch anything. Let's try a couple more casts. If it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. We can't force it. The plan for today is to eventually get into Westfall. Start doing all the Defias stuff. Well, there we go. And we're only getting longjaw mud snappers here. It's not really a high-level fish. I think we can get the bristle whisker catfish recipe from the fishing vendor in Stormwind. Alright, our Nightcrawler's buff has expired. We ended at fishing skill 102, which is really nice. And we do have a bunch of fish. We can probably cook the Longjaw Mud Snappers.
Safe travels.
Unless somebody here has the recipe for the bristle whisker catfish.
Hello.
We probably could have been fishing these up if we had taken the quest.
Good day to you.
He does not have any recipes at all. Okay, so with that being the case, let's head into the inn. We'll cook the 16 mud snappers we have. And we'll hang on to the catfish until we can visit Stormwind, which we can probably head to Stormwind after we leave here on the way to Westfall. And Wiley is upstairs. Let's go talk to him before we forget.
Can I help you for the Alliance?
And then we could also do a little bit of smelting. And we probably want to make some more heavy shot. Well, we don't need too much more. 2 more stacks. Let's go ahead and make those. And we'll take a little trip to Stormwind. We're going to dump some stuff in the bank, I think. We probably have quite a bit in the bank at this point. Copper modulators, though, that's kind of an easy way to skill up. Yeah, we gotta have our blacksmith hammer and our arclight spanner. It really hurts me to not be able to hold on to that stuff.
Hey there.
Because I kind of like to do crafting whenever I feel like it. Not have to schedule it back at the city. We found that 8-slot bag, and I wonder if that's my opportunity to pick my tools back up. And just keep the tools with us. There's a quest inside the town hall we should be able to get to talk to the leaders of some of the towns around here, starting with Stormwind. I think we're at the right level for it. Yeah, messenger to Stormwind.
Light be with you.
Hey there. See you around.
Maybe this is our time to work on some engineering. We're at 91 out of 150. Let's take a look at what we have. Yeah, we could probably make a bunch of modulators. We're gonna have to work on it eventually anyway. Let's grab the hammer. Let's grab the spanner. I'm gonna grab stuff. We're gonna store these. We're gonna store the silver. I don't think we need bronze yet. Got a few things we can probably sell. Okay. Well, let's grab the fish.
Go with honor, friend.
Let's go see if we can get that fishing recipe.
Hello. Be careful.
Maybe we can find a cooking fire somewhere in the square. Cook these really fast. And then we might be able to just eat them. Maybe we can be done with the long jaw mud snappers. No cook fire. That is unfortunate. Could definitely make our own.
I supply only the finest goods.
We got a couple of things we can sell.
Light bless you.
Of course. As soon as I buy what we need to make one, somebody else lays one down. Alright, 18 bristle whisker catfish. That should be good for a decent amount of skill ups. Maybe not all 18, but at least most of them. Ah, nice. Yeah, that's a level 15 food. The Mud Snappers is only a level 5 food, so we will swap that out. Oh, very nice. We're going to get guaranteed skill ups on all of these. Very happy that we spent that time fishing. Alright, let's make the 20 copper modulators and see where that leaves us. We'll also be able to train some more engineering patterns at that point, I'm sure. I'd like to get to a point where we can make some goggles. We didn't quite get there on the troll. Alright, let's run over here and see what we can learn. Lots of stuff. Target dummies, silver contacts, flying tiger goggles. This is what we want. 4 stamina, 4 spirit. That's pretty dang good. Seeing as how we're probably not going to get a helmet with stats on it until we're like level 30 without this. Practice lock, bronze tube that we'll need for the quest in Duskwood, a deadly blunderbuss. That might be better than what we have. And large copper bombs. Okay. Couple of things. Yeah, that's a pretty big upgrade. We don't have medium leather. And unfortunately for us, on self-found, medium leather is going to be hard to come by. If we fish it at like wreckage sites, we have a chance to pull chests. The chests have a chance to contain medium leather at a higher level, at a much higher level than we're at. And that's kind of where self-found like falls down for me. It's like, especially if you're trying to do a professions run where you're focusing a lot on professions, sometimes you'll hit walls like this. We can keep leveling up, I'm sure. Oh look, even the light leather. I need 6 light leather. And we just haven't been getting any. So like all the really good stuff that I was hoping to make for the character, I'm going to be gated on that. I'm going to be gated on that, on basically everything. All right, we're gonna put a pause in this for now. We're gonna put a pause in engineering for now, since it seems like a lot of the benefits of engineering I'm not actually going to be able to take advantage of, at least not anytime soon. If we find the 6 light leather, we need 4 more actually. If we find the light leather, we find the medium leather, then we can revisit it. But I'm starting to wonder if, without being able to use the auction house, is it really worth my time? Because I'd love to level it up and do everything engineering has to offer. I think that'd be a great match for the hunter, but when you can't even go to the auction house to buy some light leather or to pick up some medium leather, it kind of makes the professions less enjoyable, you know? Since we're going to be going out that way anyhow, we'll grab this quest for the compass. And I think at this point I shove everything back in the bank and we head out to Westfall. We can probably also talk to the guy out front here. General Marcus Johnson.
What can I do for you?
I am going to keep some of the copper bars and some of the... Ooh, this is... Okay, we don't have any coarse. We only have rough. I don't really need the rough anymore. We have coarse stones, we can turn that into coarse blasting powder. I mean, at this point, engineering is a way to make bullets. So there's that. And I guess if we only keep it going for that, then it's probably still worth it. If we want to skill up on something, I think our next opportunity to get a bunch of skill ups is going to be the target dummies. So whenever we have like a metric pile of wool cloth, we'll revisit at least to level it up so we can get the next ammunition. But I think we kind of have to give up on being able to make these other items in a timely manner. Let's see, do I want to dump anything else? Yeah, let's just dump all this stuff. There we go. We've got too much crafted heavy shot, but that's okay. I'll hang on to it for now. The catfish we are eating. Alright, I think that's good. Strider meat.
For the Alliance.
Alright, off to Westfall we go. Let's talk to the guy out front before I completely forget and never revisit the quest chain.
Need help? Be careful. Move on. King's honor, friend. Be careful.
We might actually get to push some ability buttons today. I think I'll have a little bit of time for it. We may even need to summon our pet at some point. It's been kind of a big crafting episode. Hope you guys don't mind. Sometimes I feel like if I don't take time like this during the recordings and just kind of do the crafting when it makes sense, then I never get it done. If I try to do it off recording or set it aside, oftentimes it just doesn't happen. It goes for fishing, for cooking, basically any profession. Like, I just have to kind of do it when it feels natural.
bless you. For the Alliance, go with honor, friend.
So that was a breadcrumb back to Matthias. We're going to worry about that later. I want to get into some combat here. Let's summon out the pet. We are going to take on the Defias Pillagers and Looters. So, incoming fireballs. One of the more dangerous areas in a hardcore for low-level characters, but we're not really low-level at level 18. Especially with a pet. We're going to start over at the Alexton farmstead so that I can get the compass. But maybe we make our way down here. Actually, you know what? There's no reason to be down at Moonbrook yet. We don't have the quest for the messenger. And in fact, we won't get that quest until we go talk to Matthias. You can make an argument that going and doing that right now would be best. And you wouldn't be wrong, but I want to get into some action here, so we'll go talk to him later. We'll worry about the messenger and the escort quest next time. And we also have to take out 20 Harvest Watchers, which we can definitely do between respawns. Something to keep in mind about the Harvest Watchers is not only can they not be poisoned, taunt doesn't work on them. So our pet is not going to be able to hold aggro, which kind of brings concussive shot back into our rotation for a bit. Looks like everything here is dead. So what do we have? We have a druid, at least one other player here. That druid is level 20. So they're just going to mow through any of these enemies. And then I thought I saw somebody else too. Alright, there's the compass. I'm going to try to focus on the shredding machines here. Or the Watchers, rather, while we wait for this other stuff to respawn. Yeah, we have somebody else here, too. A level 18 human mage. And these guys could get nasty. Definitely going to be leveling up our staff skill a bit here. My pet's just, like, completely given up on attacking. That's great. We found a Raider short sword of stamina. One-handed sword, 2 stamina. Of course, we don't have the Defias Messenger quest, so who do we see? The Defias Messenger, just patrolling the road, nobody's killing him at his spawn point, and there he is. If we're going to be doing a little bit of melee, we might as well eat a little bit of buff food. We found a hunting buckler. Stamina intellect. That's ironic because hunters can't wear bucklers. Should be able to. That'd be really cool, actually. If hunters could wear shields as an offhand option. Alright, we're kind of going to change the order that we're approaching this. I'm going to go turn this one in at the Chaldean farm. And then I think we do hold off on the pillagers and looters until I get the next part of the chain to find the messenger. That way, if we can go fight down in Moonbrook, we can fight up here and watch the road, but at least that way we have a chance of actually taking advantage of it if we see the messenger. Whereas right now, it's just kind of a wasted. Now we've got a copper vein over here.
King's honor, friend.
I notice my Leatrix is not vendoring my junk. Let's see. Sell junk. This must have happened. I had to reinstall everything recently. And I just never went back in here and re-clicked these. And then interface flight times. Very cool. Okay. Should be good.
Light bless you. What can I do for you?
There we go. Now it's working.
Be careful. Light be with you. For the Alliance.
We will take the leather with agility and spirits. I don't know how that compares to what we have. It's better for us than what we have. There we go.
Well met.
And that got us level 19. Level 19 means we can finish off improved aspect of the hawk. And after this, I think we're going to go 5 points in Unleashed Fury. That's going to boost the damage of our pet. It looks like by an overall 20%. If that grows 4% each rank, which I'm assuming it does, it'll be 20% at the end. It's going to be rather huge. We can ignore the fact that the killing fields is still showing up here. Questie is having an issue, apparently. We did, in fact, turn in the quest successfully. Alright, I'm going to put us on a flight to Stormwind, but unfortunately I am out of time for today. So we will pick up next time back here in Westfall, going after the Defias, looking for the messenger. We're going to get everything done next time to get us ready for our Dead Mines run. I don't think we'll get the Dead Mines run in next episode, but certainly the episode after that we should be able to at least put ourselves in the queue. We'll put ourselves in the queue. I'll probably pop ourselves in the queue like before I start recording. You know, just have us in the queue, start recording whenever we get an invite, which as a hunter I'm sure we will. then we will do the run. So yeah, very soon, guys. Thank you for being here today. I really do appreciate all of your continued support on this series. It does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.